and welcome. My name is Ibrahim Abdusalam and I am a petroleum geoscientist by practice as well as by qualification. Today we'll be talking about a topic that is equally very important, and that's about companies where geoscientists can work in and apply their skills and knowledge to provide values to these companies and humanity at large. So the oil and gas sector is subdivided into the upstream, the midstream, and the downstream. The upstream is where the exploration and production of hydrocarbons, or in this case crude oil, is done. And this involves searching for these resources and finding ways to actually produce these resources. And it's typically known as the E&P industry. We have the midstream, which is saddled with the responsibility of transporting these resources from place to place. And we have the downstream, which is essentially concerned with refining and trading these products to final end users, which is you and myself and the whole of humanity who needs energy for several purposes. You as a geoscientist, your skills and knowledge is applicable to the upstream industry because this is where the exploration and the exploitation of these resources happen. So this is where you can apply your principles and knowledge base to. So within the E&P industry, we have what we call operators and we have service providers. The operators are usually the owners of the assets or the blocks or the fields or the acreages. They all are synonymous to each other, meaning these are the companies that actually produce and search for oil and gas. While the service providers provide or render services to these companies, which are the operators, and these services ranges from drilling to geology and geophysical services, subsurface services, reservoir engineering services, and the list goes on and on and on. For operators, we have national oil companies, we have multinational oil companies, and within our context as Nigeria, we have Nigerian oil companies. Examples of national oil companies is our own very own NNPC, Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited. We have Saudi Aramco of Saudi Arabia. We have Equinor of Norway. We have Petrobras of Brazil. For multinationals, these are companies that operate or their operations span across several countries. Some have as much as 120 countries where they operate, and common examples include Chevron, ExxonMobil, Shell, Total, and Ajib. ConocoPhillips is one, and the list goes on and on and on, as you can see. Then we have Nigerian oil companies, which are indigenous to us as Nigerians, and there is a handful of them, and the list can go on and on. But just to cite a few, we have Seplat, we have Platform, we have Ingencia Energies, we have Corn Oil, we have First E&P, we have Aradel, and the list goes on and on and on. Under service providers, we have multinational service providers, and we have those that are pretty much indigenous to us as Nigerians or in Nigeria. So under multinational service companies, a common example is SLB, previously known as Schlumberger. We have Baker Hughes, we have Halliburton, we have Weatherford. While under the indigenous service companies, a common and popular example is DigiConnect Nigeria Limited. Another example is Energy and Mineral Resources, EMR. We have Danvik, we have Damatan, we have SBT Petroleum, and the list goes on and on. There are a handful of them. So I hope I've really been able to shed more light about the roles of these companies and where you can fit in as a geoscientist, and where you can apply your skills to provide value, better humanity, and better yourself. Thank you for listening, and bye bye.